Good win. Good win by the Flyers. Good win. 4-1. You beat a really good hockey team. You beat a goalie in Peter Mrazek, who's 7-1-1 on the season. You put 4 goals in the net. You also score in the third period, something that has not happened when he's playing all season. 3 goals, matter of fact. Joel Farabee, Travis Konecny, and Claude Giroux. Now the Flyers looked they looked good yesterday. They really did. They started off the game. Couturier scored, opening period. They let up a goal in the second, but other than that, Carter Hart was shutting them out. Point blank range, blue line saves, and the only goal of the night that was let up by Carter Hart was probably goaltender interference. They knocked the stick right out of his hands. I mean, I don't know. I thought that was goaltender interference, but I guess not. Back to the goals. Sean Couturier, Travis Konecny, Joel Farabee, Claude Giroux, they all score. Couturier, that's his 4th. TK, that's his 7th. Farabee, that's his 2nd. And Giroux, that's his 4th. Now, Travis Konecny and Oscar Lindblom have been playing unreal. Like, they are just really fun to watch. They're fast. They're just putting the puck where it needs to be. Whether it's in the net or whether it's on a teammate's stick, it doesn't matter because they're leading the team in points. Each of them have 15 points. They're just dominant right now. They are playing dominant hockey, and I really like what I'm seeing out of both of them. Considering we just gave Konecny all that money, and Lindblom's coming up on a contract year in a couple years. Now assists tonight. Phil Myers with 1, Matt Niskanen with 2, Tyler Pitlick with 1, Oscar Lindblom with 1, JVR with 1, Giroux with 1 to put his 2nd point up, and Shane Gostisbehere with 1. Now that's good and all, but the main reason why the Flyers won last night was Carter Hart. 33 of 34 on save opportunities, and he gets to start again on Thursday at home against Montreal. Now, Montreal is about the same as us. They're like 8-5-1. We're 7-5-2. We're playing good hockey right now, honestly. I mean, we brought our last 2 games into shootouts, and then we beat a good Carolina team with 9 wins on the season and 17 points. Now, or not 17 points. They have more than 17 points, like 19 or 20. The next 3 games, Montreal on Thursday, at Toronto on Saturday, at Boston on Sunday. We just played Toronto without John Tavares, and now he is back, unfortunately, for the Flyers' sake. But we took him to a shootout. We did end up losing in the shootout, but it's okay. Carter Hart was making really good saves yesterday. He really was. Point blank, blue line, redirects, and his rebound control was great. He was after the shot went off his pads, he was right there for the next shot. He played really well. The defense also stepped it up big time, and Giroux has looked better. Giroux, JVR, and Voracek, even though Voracek didn't get a point yesterday, they've all been playing better since AV has told them, you guys got to step up. You guys have to be the leader of this team. Because they have to be. Because you see guys like Matt Niskanen, who's putting up points, who's scoring, who's getting assists. Justin Braun, who's really bringing a veteran presence out into the defense. They're showing, they're just playing better hockey right now. All 5 of them. Those are the veterans of this team. Now, I know Kevin Hayes is the 7-year, $60-something million man. I understand that. But he will wear the C eventually. It's either going to be him or it's going to be Konecny or Couturier. But I think it's going to be Kevin Hayes. But that's besides the point. The Flyers are just playing better, and it starts with the veterans. It starts with the leadership of Claude Giroux. It starts with the leadership of Voracek, JVR, Justin Braun, and Matt Niskanen. And even Brian Elliott. He stepped up big time for 3 games in that struggle time of Carter Hart. And now you look, I've been to the last 2 practices in Voorhees, and Brian Elliott's still taking on the starters and the everyday players. Not that everybody there isn't an everyday player, but he's playing Giroux, Voracek, Gostisbehere, Braun, Niskanen. Like, he's playing the vets, while Carter Hart is playing with the young guys, because that's how hockey is. It's a dump it into the zone, you go get it, and you set it up. That's how hockey's always been, but now it's quicker. It's a lot quicker. You have guys like Farabee, you have guys like Twarynski, you have guys like Konecny, Couturier. You have those guys down there shooting on Carter Hart, because those are the guys that are going to be on in the franchise for a long period of time. We just signed TK and Couturier for long-term deals. Carter Hart will get that long-term deal. I'm sure Oscar Lindblom will get that long-term deal because he deserves it. And instead of overly paying these guys like Giroux and Voracek, and even though they're playing better brand of hockey right now, they're not going to be on the team much longer. They're older guys. Kevin Hayes, he will be on the team for a long time. He's 26 years old. He has good... He was coached under Alain Vigneault already, and he's playing good hockey right now. His backhand is great. His penalty kill is great. I really like Hayes a lot. And Provorov, his turnovers are a little bit on the upper side, but look, Provy is a really good hockey player. I really do like Provorov a lot. I like all these guys a lot. But Provorov, he is the future of this defense, whether you like it or not. I mean, Niskanen, as much as he brings to the table, he just won a Stanley Cup with the Capitals. He's won a Stanley Cup with the Penguins. He's been on a lot of teams. He's been in the league a long time. Same thing with Giroux. He's 31 years old. He's not going to be the captain for much longer. Whether it really depends on how these next couple years go. But Giroux really might not be a Flyer by the end of the season, depending on how things are going. That's the honest truth. Nobody knows what's going to happen with Claude Giroux. Nobody knows what's going to happen with Gostisbehere or JVR or Voracek. They don't know. Look what happens with Wayne Simmons. He left, and now look at him. He's a New Jersey Devil. But the Flyers are playing a good brand of hockey right now. They win 4-1. That's a good. They beat a good hockey team, and they're 7-5-2 on the season. You can't ask. I mean, obviously, there's some games that you regret, like the Wild and some of the overtime games and the shootouts. But look, I'll live with a shootout any day. We still get a point on the board. I'll take overtime. If we win in overtime, that's great. You get 2. If you lose in overtime, okay. Still, you get 1 point. That's 1 point closer to a playoff spot. And that's what we need. Because I'm tired of... Like, don't get me wrong. I love the Sixers and I love playoff basketball. But playoff hockey and playoff baseball and any type of playoff, it's just unreal. It's just a great time to watch sports. And I love watching playoff hockey as much as I like watching playoff baseball, playoff basketball, and playoff football. It's all great, and I love it all. And I'll always watch it if it's on. As much as I hated watching the Nationals win the World Series, I still watched it. It's still baseball. It's the World Series. Baseball's probably my second favorite sport. I love the Phillies. But I want to see our teams. I want to see these teams in the playoffs. They don't have to win. I would love if they won. Don't get me wrong. I want to be partying down on Broad Street. I want to be freaking out during the parade and everything like that. But if we can make the playoffs, that's a step in the right direction. Especially with how young Carter Hart and Joel Farabee are. They're young guys. Same thing with Carson Twarynski. They're young guys. with no playoff experience. Same thing back to baseball with Aaron Nola. He's yet to have any playoff experience, and that might come in to bite us if we don't get a good pitcher in the offseason. That's my little, I don't know. The Flyers are playing a good brand of hockey right now. I like what they're doing. I love Alain Vigneault. Again, watched a couple of the practices the last 2 days. And it's just, I love being around sports. I love it. It's my favorite thing. Sports is what keeps me going every day. It's great. But again, Flyers win 4-1. Check out my YouTube, Check out my Instagram and Twitter, 4for4_fan, 4for4fan. Links will be in the description. I'll post them up right up here. Check out a couple of my past videos. Subscribe, like, share, comment, subscribe. Montreal Flyers Thursday. Flyers record 7-5-2. They beat the Carolina Hurricanes 4-1. Couturier, Konecny, Farabee, and Giroux all score. Carter Hart, great game by him. I'm out. Peace.